Malnutrition is the condition that results from taking an unbalanced diet in which certain nutrients are lacking, in excess, or in the wrong proportions. A number of different nutrition orders may arise depending on which nutrients are under or overabundant in the diet. In Nigeria, about 50% of infant deaths is caused by malnutrition. These children are suffering because they aren't able to get nutritious foods into their systems, which can result in loss of energy, organ failure, and sometimes death. 1 in 7 children in Nigeria will die before he or she reaches school age. Malnutrition is one of the biggest causes. In India, Lawrence Haddad, director of the Institute of Development Studies, asked some journalists, in their opinion, what the percentage of malnourished children in their country are. They said 20%. The rate is, in fact, twice as high. They were shocked to hear that India has a higher rate of child malnutrition than sub-Saharan Africa. Malnutrition isn't only heard of in third world countries, but it is also in America. Many people think malnutrition is the starvation of people in poverty, but in reality, it's everywhere. In America, over 40% of the population is malnourished. However, America's malnutrition is different from third world countries. Most of our malnourished population suffers from eating disorders. Our biggest issues are not knowing how to eat right and obesity. Over 35% of the adult American population is obese. A survey was taken asking a group of people about their daily meals.
My typical lunch meal would probably be some sort of sandwich, a bag of chips, some sort of fruit, and a little dessert.
For lunch? Well, if I'm at school, I eat just like a bag of chips probably. And when I'm not in school, I'll have like a grilled cheese. A healthy meal is a lot of vegetables and some meat too.
My idea of a healthy meal is some kind of carbs, whether it be bread or something else, some type of protein like nuts, or some kind of fruit or vegetables.
I'll usually get fast food about 3 times a week.
Like once a day, maybe twice.
Fast food may taste good, but it doesn't give us the nutrients we need. This was just a small percentage of our school's population. Imagine an interview of all of America. Most Americans aren't educated on healthy eating, and fast food is always the fast and convenient option. But most foods that come from those restaurants are processed and not good for the human body. The bad eating habits of Americans count as malnourishment and add to the global issue. Experts say malnutrition is an invisible crisis because it's ignored by development agencies and governments. The public has many different views on this subject. Some say the funding for groups trying to solve world hunger should go to more important things. Others say that not enough is being done to combat malnutrition. There are already many programs working on getting nutritious foods to third world countries who are in need. But in America, we need to educate our citizens on nutrients and how important it is to eat right. By doing this, eating disorders should slowly disappear, obesity rates should decline, and our country will be healthier and happier. This can be our contribution to solving the global malnutrition issue.
Hi, I'm Kirsten. Welcome to our show. I'm going to be interviewing people today on malnutrition. What are some reasons for malnutrition?
Some reasons for malnutrition are lack of resources, poverty, and overpopulation. Overpopulation means it goes hand in hand with lack of resources. There's too many people, not enough food to feed them, and poverty because they can't really afford the food and they're starving.
What's the severity of malnutrition?
Malnutrition is very severe. Many people think it's only in countries with a high rate for poverty, but actually we can find it in the United States. Many people suffer from anorexia and bulimia, which is starving yourself or throwing up your food and you're not getting the nutrition. And the highest place in the world with malnutrition is in the Asia and the Pacific, and 642 million people are starving.
Since you're an expert on malnutrition, what is your view?
Many people who are in charge and can help it see it as an invisible crisis, but if it's taken more seriously, it can be eradicated within 20 years. And I talked to some people in India, and I asked them what their viewpoint on malnutrition in their country was. And they were journalists, so you think that they would kind of understand more. But they actually estimated that 1 in every 5 children had malnutrition, but in reality, 3 in every 5 children in India have malnutrition.